Inside the Arcadia Five Rivers deal by Weston, Areli, Cole, Haddon, and of course Jordan himself. From Wall Street to feed yards, Jordan Levy knows how to turn capital into cattle and cattle into returns. Here's a little background on this amazing man right here. Jordan is originally from Chicago. He came from a family with an entrepreneurial background, which I believe was his father, and more, of course. Jordan always knew that he would end up in a career in commodity trading. He started at Arcadia Asset Management in Oklahoma City in 2009. Very amazing company, by the way. The company solely focused on calculated risk-taking, strategic asset acquisition, and high-quality capital management. Additionally, Arcadia's first major milestone was that their company scaled operations to manage 100,000 head of cattle, which is absolutely amazing. This man up here is an amazing person, and can't wait for you guys to learn more throughout this presentation.
At this point, Arcadia has proven its asset-light model, investors' expectations are elevated, and their reputation to operate at a large scale has been earned. Jordan is presented the opportunity to buy Five Rivers, the largest cattle feeding company in the U.S. Five Rivers becomes available due to financial pressure with previous owners. They are not selling it because of poor performance, but because JBS had to liquidate some assets to get out of debt. And Jordan knows that acquiring Five Rivers could accelerate growth. It also aligns with Arcadia's business model and their founding principles. Jordan must decide whether to acquire Five Rivers cattle feeding or hold off and focus on other investments. So he's presented with two opportunities. Option 1: don't purchase Five Rivers, focus on continuing steady growth, and pursue other investments. Or option 2: purchase Five Rivers cattle feeding, and integrate it into Arcadia's portfolio.
Stakes and considerations. Five Rivers was already a well-oiled machine and a perfect opportunity for Jordan to expand his business while still generating revenue. Despite the attractive nature of this deal, every business opportunity still has trade-offs and benefits to consider. We divided these trade-offs into a pros and cons list. Under pros, we have the fact that Five Rivers didn't require intensive restructuring. It was already operating very well without Jordan and his team, and would continue to do so without having to completely overhaul the system that they had in place. On top of this, the company was aligned with Jordan's previous ventures and his trajectory business-wise. Jordan also knew that his team was prepared in this acquisition, and they just needed the opportunity to get their foot in the door. Under cons, Jordan knew that they would be bidding against others who potentially had more money and more investors. Jordan and his family would also potentially need to relocate to be closer to the base of operations of Five Rivers. There was also a lot of uncertainty surrounding whether or not he'd be accepted, as they already had a very strong culture in place and he didn't want to uproot anything that was already there.
Now that you've been presented all the information about this case, I have to ask, given this situation, what should Jordan do? Which option should he pick? Play it safe and stay with what he already has going that he knows works? Or take the risk and pursue a new and big opportunity?